Hi everybody. Who's up with me tonight? Who's up? Who's up? I just had to step in for a second and talk to you guys about a few things. I had a lot of things in my mind lately. So much going through my mind right now. To say that it's not aggravating, I will be lying right now if I say that I'm not frustrated right now. It is like unreal, unlike I've never seen before. I mean, these guys out here are the Hillbots have said asinine things before, but a couple things I've seen recently just takes the cake. It really just takes the cake. First, number one, we realize that corruption is only corruption when Republicans do it. We've also realized that if Hillary Rodham Clinton does it, it's just something it's all just right wing talk. Just right wing talking points. That's what it gets reduced down to. It gets reduced down to that. And to take it a step further, there was someone today that said, you know what, I think that you should have to take a required test in order to vote. This is coming from a Hillbot. And I just looked at the comment for a second. I'm thinking like, how do we get here? Really? So my response was, hey, while we at it, let's just go ahead and make sure that they have to have. Let's actually let's take a step further. Let's require that they have to have property in order to vote. You don't want them to vote. Anybody who doesn't vote for Hillary needs to go take a class, in your opinion. So let's just go ahead and make them be required to have property to vote. I tell you what, now, why you at it? Why? Because they don't want to vote for Hillary? Let's kind of update some old school laws and kind of, you know, blow off the dust off some old laws that we no longer use anymore. And let's just make it required that they have to be a certain gender, a race in order to vote. Because that's how asinine they sound. That's how egregious they sound when they make comments like that. Think about what you're saying. That would mean that my grandfather, who had to drop out of school in third grade to take care of his family, wouldn't be required to wouldn't be able to vote. Does that make any sense? How many people are like that? How many of our elderly people had to leave school early to take care of their families? How many of our elderly people? I mean, think about that. Saying that you have to be required to take a test to vote. You know what I think? You know what comes to my mind? Jim Crow 2.0. You know what else comes to my mind? The damn literacy test. Why are we saying things like this? Because someone votes for Donald Trump doesn't necessarily mean that they're voting for Trump because they have any malice in their hearts. Why come people can't get in their head that people just does not agree with Hillary Rodham Clinton? Why can't people just get in their head that it's not even about Donald Trump, but it's more about rejecting a system that's never been designed for them in the first place? Why they can't get that through their head? Why can't they get through their head that people just don't like corruption, covering things up, being lied to? Why does that never cross their mind? It never does. And when you and I have the audacity to say, no, we're just gonna vote for our values, we're just gonna, basically vote for what we believe in, they act like we said something asinine. They act like we said something that's just out of the realm of reality. I guess their reality is out of the realm. Because they're the exact same people that got us in this situation in the first place. You know, someone once said that they wish black people for just once all just vote Republican. And, I first heard that comment, I'm thinking, that's ridiculous. That's egregious. I still disagree with that comment, but I don't disagree with their overall points. They made the point that African Americans are the only minority that politicians don't cater to get their vote. They cater to Latinos. They cater to every other group but the African American vote. Every other group. But you know why they don't cater to us, though? They don't cater to us because we don't make them earn our vote. We tell them we're going to vote for them anyway. We vote blue no matter who. It's not just about the African Americans. It's everybody. They're going to vote blue no matter who. That's what they say. They vote blue no matter who. So when someone's behind closed doors cutting the checks for Hillary Clinton, don't ask the question why she's more favorably towards supporting them than you. They finna write her a $20 million check. You just told her you already gonna vote for her. Why would she work for you? Why would she work for you? Think about it. She's not gonna work for you because she knows she don't have to. That's why. Brandon, you know what? You said it should be required that you read your WikiLeaks before you vote. You let them tell that reading WikiLeaks is just, illegal. That's just right-wing talking points. The truth has been reduced down to right-wing talking points. That's what we've gotten. Well, we've gotten to the point that if we don't agree with who you're voting for, we're gonna make you have to take a class. What kind of opinion is that? Really? Let's go ahead and make you have to be required to have property. Hey, while we're at it, let's guess how many jelly beans are in this jar before you vote. If you're not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, because that's how asinine it sounds. And I'm really trying to kind of keep my cool here, really, like literally. That's how asinine it sounds when you make comments like that. And then they have the audacity to make comments like, well, people just don't read. How many times have you and I, Steve included, real progressives included, has tried to talk about economics, the economy with these people, and they blow us off as in, okay, whatever. How many times have they done that? They reduce what we put in front of them down to conspiracy theories. No matter how many facts we put before them, they don't even care. They ask for facts, then you give them facts, they say, well, this is not facts. Really? It's egregious. It's egregious. I don't know how we fight this thing when the people that should be fighting alongside of us are standing in our way, literally rejecting us. Rejecting us because we're telling them that someone's sticking a knife in their back. And they're pissed off at us because we're trying to prevent someone from putting a knife in their back. I don't know, folks. I don't know. And like Carly say, they call themselves progressives. I don't think they know what progressives mean. And then they have the audacity to say, well, why you vote for Jill Stein? She's probably not going to win anyway. I don't know if Jill's going to win. I know if everyone that said that she wouldn't win voted for her, she would win. And I also know that this is about playing chess, not checkers, because if we get Jill Stein to 5% of the vote, guess what happens? Matching funding, millions of dollars to the campaign. That way we try to level this playing field. Just think about this, guys. If we get a third party in our system that's viable, you can expect things will change. It's almost like your local grocery store. If it's the only grocery store, then the prices are going to be jacked up really high, right? But if you have other choices besides the two choices that are not bought off, then those other two choices are going to have to compete with the third party choice to keep everyone from leaving their party. It's getting rid of the monopoly. Choice and competition. Ain't this what you guys always talk about? Isn't that what conservatives always talk about? Choice and competition in the market. That's what it's all about, right? We get a third party viable third party, we start changing the world. And when we realize economics is king, when we realize it's all about the dollar, we begin to change the world. And I'm gonna say this before I go, because it can never be said enough. Taxes don't fund federal spending. We're the issue of our currency, not the user of our currency. We don't owe money to China. China only simply holds our bonds to stabilize their own currency. Monetary sovereignty. In the U.S., we call it the dollar. That's what we call it. In Canada, they call it the dollar. In Australia, they call it the dollar. In the UK, they call it the pound. You can peg your currency, which reduces your domestic policy space. You can manage your currency, which could reduce your domestic policy space. We argue that to get the most domestic policy space, you let your currency float. You let it float, which is what we have. monetary sovereign. And when you're monetary sovereign, you can never run out. Uncle Sam can never run out of dollars to pay his bills. Never. The question is, are we really going to take on the establishment? Or are we going to sit there and let them continue to gaslight us and lie to us? That's what this is about. Are we going to do it? Are we going to take on do we really want universal health care? Do we really want guaranteed unemployment? Do we really want to cancel the student debt the same way they cancel the debt for the crooks on Wall Street? It could be done. It could be done. Because when we come together, we prove that we're a nation capable of doing big things. We're the nation that tasted the bitter pill of civil war and ended slavery. So there's nothing that we can't do when we unite together. Have a great day, guys. Peace, and I'm out.